Hey guys!
Alright guys, we're here today to check out a video that was requested by quite a few people. And guess what? We're going to give all of them a shout out.
Oh.
I'm not picking one, I'm not picking two. I think there's like 5 or 6 people asked to check out
I feel like
this video.
that's a nice, I was going to say round number, but that's a nice number to...
I think that's the limit.
I feel like that's a limit, yeah.
Yeah, anything after... You know what they say, 2 is company, 3 is a crowd, right? Like 5 is like
5
a riot.
party.
Well, a party, yeah. So a riot, more than 5 would be a riot.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to give them a shout out, but before I do, I want to thank them for asking us to check out this band. Because I'm going to be honest, I had never heard of this band before. Even though they've been around for a very long time. They have like 7... Well, their 7th album is coming out. So they've been around for a long time. They broke up in 2015. And now they're coming back together and releasing a brand new album. This song is from that brand new album. Now, because those people requested, and we're gonna get to you guys. We're gonna give you guys a shout out because they requested this song, this video, and then what happened was I got the album for review from Metal Blade Records, and I was not gonna check it out. I was not even gonna click on it because I get so many albums to review. I was not gonna check it, but then because people were asking it, I was like, let me check it.
Maybe it's good.
Maybe it's good. I checked it. Dude, right now, I'm gonna go on. I already know this song because I already recorded an album review. I'm gonna post it after this video. So after this video, keep refreshing. You're gonna get the album review. This album so far this year is the heaviest album I heard this year. Oof. It's absolutely.
So it's heavier than the Girls from Denmark.
The Girls from Denmark was heavy. You mean Puritan Masochism by Convent?
Yeah.
That one was heavy, but it was more like in a doom death metal kind of way. This is melodic death metal with some touches of metalcore. I would go as far as to say that. But this is just destruct. This album is just. There's no peaks and valleys. This album is like speed of light from the first to the last song. It's just your face. This album makes you want to punch mountains. Let me just put it that way. So anyways, so now we can give the shout out. So all the people that are going to show up on the screen right now, all of these people, ask us to check out this video, this song by this band. And it's Neaera. Neaera, I believe that's how you pronounce the name of the band. And the name of the song is Torchbearer. Which, by the way, is not my favorite song on the album. To me, there's better songs on the album. I was kind of surprised that they picked this as their first single. They've released 2 singles so far. This is the first single. I found better songs on the album than this one. But this one is not bad. And you never heard it. So I had to pick one of the singles. So why not do this one, considering so many people asked us to check out.
It's also a music video, too.
Yeah, and people ask for it. Like, the people that just popped up on the screen asked us to check it out. So let's give them what they want. And at the same time, I know how good this is. I want to introduce you to this band because I really think you're going to like these guys.
Okay.
All right? You ready for this?
Yeah.
The last time I hyped the band this much was Convent.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do this.
how do you say this is not your favorite?
Because it's not. There's better songs on the album than this one. I'm serious. It's not even in my top 5. The album has 11 songs. You can't count the first one is an intro track. It's a really atmospheric, melodic, like 1 minute long intro. So if you don't count that because it's just like an intro, the next 10 songs are like this. And what I mean like this, I mean with this kind of like intensity and brutality and aggression. All of them are like this. There's no drop. There's no like one song where you're like, okay, I can catch my breath. No, the intensity that you got from this song, it's how you're gonna get from all once again, removing the intro, from the next 10 songs, it's like this all the way through. It never dips. It's like this.
I know. It's just
the song doesn't dip either. So I don't want to say too much because I want people to check out the album review, right? But basically, this album, like I said, this intensity is like that all the way through. What changes is how they use the same components on every song. What changes from song to song is how they mix them together.
Because even the breakdowns are fast.
And in some songs, the breakdowns are a little bit slower and heavier. So what I'm saying is they still use the same components. They just use them differently. Exactly. Like there's a song on the album that starts off almost with a doom, blackened death metal riff. So they change a few cosmetic things in here and there. I mean, in order for the album not to be repetitive. So you don't feel like every song sounds exactly the same. But it's like you have potatoes. You can make different dishes with potatoes. Each dish is different, but guess what? All of them have potatoes on it.
Yeah.
So this album is like that. The aggression and the heaviness is the potatoes. Then every song they just make the potatoes. You know, one song is mashed potatoes, and the other one is French fries, and the other one is roasted. You know what I mean? Like different. One is curly fries and spicy. The other one is just regular. You know, the condiments.
It's still potatoes.
The condiments are the same on every song. The key is how you mix, how you deliver them. It's the same ingredients. It's just how you mix them together and then how you deliver them that it's different from song to song. But not only the album is high intensity all the way through, every track is like high intensity all the way. It's not like the song. There's a song where in the middle it kind of goes into like this melodic riff.
It's just like this.
No, it's just. The melodic riff comes in. If you notice here, the melodic riff was there, but is there like almost in the background of the aggression and the heaviness.
You have to listen, like...
You could hear it. Like, there's a really cool melodic riff in this song.
Yeah.
But it's not in the forefront. It's not like everything...
It's in the background.
Yeah, it's not like everything dies out in order for that riff to come to the forefront. The riff is there, but there's so much aggression and brutality around it that it almost goes...
Fades away.
Yeah, it's almost hidden.
Yeah.
You know? So, anyways, I already talked too much. I want to hear... Did I paint a good picture? Because this song, this album makes you want to punch mountains. It's just...
This song makes me want to punch mountains.
And
if this is not in your top 5, I have an album to listen to.
Believe it or not, the 2 singles that they released, this being the first single, this was the first single. I believe Catalyst was the second single that they released. Neither one of them is in my top 5. Well, there's I'm not saying that they're great songs,
but it's just they don't match up to the other ones.
Yes,
which means I have an album to listen to.
The album is so robust. It's so thick with heavy. The drums on this album are killer. The vocals he has. Did you notice the style he changes? He has like screaming vocals and then the harsher vocals. In some songs he even uses a little bit of darker, not clean, but darker vocals. So and he changes in a way in songs. So it's not just the potatoes that are changing throughout. Sometimes the way he changes the vocal style also changes the internal dynamic of the track. So they're really smart on how they put the songs together. But what I'm saying to you is not that the 2 singles are not good. I mean, you heard this. This is magnificent.
I know. It's just to you. It doesn't
my opinion. The album has. It's almost like they're saving the best songs for people that will buy the album, because these songs are great, but there's some songs on the album that are there's some songs on the album that I was listening to this album while I was driving, and I'm telling you, there's some songs on this album that you feel like you need to stop the car, pull the car over, and just like freaking bang on the steering wheel and just go absolutely mental. Because it's nearly impossible for you to keep yourself straight on the road while listening to this album. It's just... I want to thank the people that requested this video, because if there wasn't these many people requesting the video, I would have not even checked the album. I mean, never mind not checking the video, I would not even check the album. And now I discovered a great album. Like I'm saying to you, heaviest album I heard so far this year, by far, because there's no dip, there's no slowdown, there's just nothing.
Continuation.
It's light speed of aggression all the way through.
It's the red line.
Oh, definitely there's a red line all the way through. And it's really strange because the opening track, the intro, is really melodic. It's really like almost doom.
It kind of just fools you into...
Yeah, it's like this calm before the storm. And then once that is, because it bleeds into the next track, and when the next track comes in, which I believe is Catalyst, it's just like, whoa, like what that opening intro does not give you an idea of what's coming next. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. But overall, like, I know that I hyped it, but what do you think?
You hyped it, but I think you underhyped it.
Was it better than what you thought going in?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. What do you think of the dynamic of the song? Because the song has it just has great life to it.
The song itself, it's everything. It's everything you said it was gonna be and more, because you said it was gonna be really heavy. So I was just expecting just pure heaviness, but then I could still hear that melody in the background that we were talking about.
They're still a very melodic band.
I know. So I was surprised because I thought instead of being like melodic death metal, it's just gonna be pure death metal, right? But you could still hear a lot of melody. And yeah. I was really surprised with that.
They have with this album, and once again, I haven't gone back to listen to their previous records, so I'm basing my opinion on this record. To me, they have a very cool blend. I mean, they're a death metal band, but I would call them more of a melodic death metal band because there's a lot of melody to their track. But at the same time, there's some metalcore influences. Not a lot, but...
It's the breakdowns.
Especially with the breakdowns, and they're not a band that incorporates like these gigantic solos or elaborate solos. They tend to, instead of using solos, using more like really melodic guitar riffs that blend in with the song, with the melody that the song has, instead of going with a guitar solo, which is sometimes elements that you see more in metalcore bands versus melodic death metal bands, right? Not to say that they're not that they don't exist on both, but you see more on that. So to me, it's a band that really mixes a little bit of these different genres to really create a very robust sound. And then the other component for me is the vocals. I really like the screaming vocals, the harsh vocals. Yeah. I really like that dynamic because he uses it in order to also create different sound dynamics to the song.
And when they get heavier, everything else kind of just goes and gets heavier with it.
It's almost like the vocal changes is him pressing on the gas pedal. I mean, like he's pressing on the pedal, but whenever he changes, it's almost like he takes his foot off the pedal a little bit and then he rams it back down. It almost has that...
And by the end of the song, he broke the gas pedal.
Oh, he broke everything. I mean, this album just... It's crazy. Crazy good from beginning to end. And if for people that like melody and heaviness, this album is the perfect blend of the two. Like, it's just...
Well, I'm one of those people.
It's great.
So...
you need to check out. I mean, right now, if you go on iTunes or Apple Music, you're only going to be able to listen to the singles, right? But I have the album, so I don't know if you want to pre-order, or if you want me to put it on your phone, whatever the case might be. But the album is absolutely magnificent. Magnificent. Enough said. All right. On that note, that's it for today. Come back tomorrow. We'll have more videos for you. See you guys.
See ya.